Thank you to the National Retail Federation for the invitation. I can't think of another industry that finishes its busiest season of the year and celebrates with a trip to the Javits Center. But seriously, I'm thrilled to be here. It's a really dynamic moment for every industry, especially yours. That's due in part to the AI era we're all in. We've been partnering with retailers and helping them grow through technology shifts for more than 2 decades. And we are excited for a new era of partnership ahead. That's why I want to spend most of my talk today. But first, I want to ground us in our approach as a company to AI innovation. Then I'll share how we can work together to shape the next chapter of retail and help your businesses transform in the agentic era. First, let me touch on our approach. At Google, we see technology shifts as opportunities. 20 years ago, it was a shift to the web. 10 years later, the shift to mobile. Each shift brought new waves of innovation and opportunities. A decade ago, we shifted the company to be AI first because we thought it was the most profound platform shift of our lifetimes. We see it as a fundamental rewiring of technology and an incredible accelerant of human ingenuity. We approached things a bit differently from others. We took a differentiated, deep, full-stack approach and invested in every layer of the stack. That starts with our world-class technical infrastructure. This includes the cutting-edge hardware that powers search, plus our chips, which include our custom TPUs. Our most recent generation Ironwood shows a 10x performance increase. We're also proud to bring the latest and greatest NVIDIA GPUs to Google Cloud customers. Underlying this is the sheer scale of our network, which spans nearly 5 million miles of terrestrial and subsea fiber. The next layer is our world-class research teams. They're pushing the frontiers of science, weather prediction, robotics, health, autonomous driving, and more. And this progress is powered by our world-leading models led by Gemini. Each generation is unlocking new capabilities. Gemini, our most recent model, is on the frontier, topping leaderboards and leading across all of the most important benchmarks. Looking forward, I see AI evolving along new frontiers. Model intelligence will continue to accelerate, AI will get more personalized to your context, and agents will be able to do more for you with your direction. Looks like this will be a big point of discussion in your sessions. In addition to model capabilities, we also have the most extensive generative AI model portfolio in the world. Our image and video models like Veo, Imagine, and our super popular Nano Banana are helping marketing teams create copy and collateral. What used to take weeks now takes hours. Over 13 million developers have now built with our generative models, including Gemini. Finally, this comes to life in our products and platforms, which bring AI to more people than anyone else. That starts with our founding product Search, which we've completely reimagined for the AI era. AI overviews have changed the way I search and are now used by more than 2 billion users every month. In 2025, we also launched Gemini Enterprise, our front door for Google AI in the workplace. In just a few months, it's already gained over 2 million business users, including Walmart. We are seeing a significant increase in how you all are using our AI. I checked the data. Looking at retailers alone, we were processing 8.3 trillion tokens on our API in December 2024, a year ago. A year later, we are processing over 90 trillion tokens, 11x plus increase year over year. This real data happening today, used by all of you, shows how dynamic this moment truly is and how important it is that we get it right. We want to use our full stack approach to help you shape this next chapter of retail. It's truly an expansionary moment. When we do get this right, shoppers will be able to find exactly what they are looking for, get inspired by new ideas, and transact more easily than ever before. That means more retail queries, more shopping visits, and more transactions for retailers. And this will be across everywhere your customers are. Whether they are watching a product review on YouTube, doing research on search, or buying a product on your site, or moving back and forth between these surfaces as more shoppers do. What we've learned from the last 27 years of working with retailers is that we only succeed together. Our goal is to build a future of retail where the opportunity space expands for everyone. A future where customers use Google products they love as part of a seamless shopping experience, and where you are able to build strong relationships with your customers that long outlast any single search or purchase. And AI can help at every step. Let's focus on two: discovery and decision. First, discovery. Google search has always been an important starting point for shopping on the web. And since 2021, our shopping graph provides information on products in real time. It has over 50 billion product listings, including inventory, prices, and reviews. And more than 2 billion of those listings are refreshed every single hour. Truly stunning. It's information at the speed of retail. Now with AI mode, we are seeing these journeys move from keywords to natural conversations. This is a fundamental shift. For years, online shopping has been about keywords, filters, drop-down menus, and scrolling through multiple pages until you find what you want. Now, you can type in exactly what you're looking for, including really specific details and quirks. And AI can do the hard work, narrowing it down to what you're most interested in buying. This is what's already happening when you use AI mode in search. Describe what you want to buy, you'll get relevant links, see your favorite brands or styles that reflect your personal preferences, and it's possible on more than just search. The Gemini app is one of our fastest growing products, with over 650 million monthly users, and it's grown nearly 15x year over year. In November, we brought the shopping graph to it, so it's a lot more helpful for those types of queries. Say you had a New Year's resolution to get into watercolor painting. You got to figure out the right brushes, the right paper. Getting all set up would span several searches. Now Gemini can generate a list of essential items with details on where to buy them, and you'll be painting hopefully in no time. Google Lens is another way to discover new products. Shop what you see in the real world, like a patio set you think would look great out back. Every month, Google Lens is used for more than 20 billion visual searches. On YouTube, over 40 billion hours were spent consuming shopping-related content last year alone. Watch a product review or unboxing from your favorite creator and click a link to buy. Super easy. These are just a few ways people can discover products on our platforms. For many people, discovery is fun. Making a decision, that's where things get harder, especially for reluctant shoppers like me. This might be why I end up wearing similar outfits a lot. I'm told the industry term is called shopping on Riplan. Much fancier term than indecisive. Needless to say, I'm looking forward to a day when agents can help me get from discovery to purchase. At Google, we are busy laying the groundwork for this agentic ecosystem to work well. That includes building a common language for these systems and services to talk to each other. As a next step, today we are introducing the Universal Commerce Protocol, or UCP, designed for agentic commerce. It was built to meet the needs of retailers and customers, keeping the full customer relationship front and center from the moments of discovery to decision and beyond. It's open, agnostic, and built together with many of you. Thanks to all of our partners, especially our foundation partners, Shopify, Etsy, Wayfair, Target, and Walmart, who helped build UCP alongside us, plus more than 20 global advisors who have shaped the protocol from the beginning. Importantly, UCP is compatible with existing industry protocols like agent-to-agent, the Agent Payments Protocol, and Model Context Protocol. And it's built to work across verticals. UCP is available starting today. You might wonder why we are introducing another protocol. It's important that the industry needs a protocol that works at global scale and takes into account the nuances of commerce journeys, and this is a critical building block for it. There's a lot that UCP will enable, and we are starting with native checkout. Soon you will see a buy button directly on Google surfaces, including AI mode in search and Gemini. Let's see how the protocol works from a customer point of view. Say you're planning a trip to Chicago in the spring and you need a new suitcase. Not just any suitcase, but one with easy access to your laptop. Start a conversation in AI mode. Here you see suggestions for carry-ons. This one from Monos looks good. You've never bought from them before. With the protocol, Monos can personalize a new member price and offer quick enrollment into their loyalty program. If you had bought from them before, there could be special offers based on past purchases or loyalty status. They can also promote items at checkout that might be helpful for your trip, like packing cubes or a luggage tag. A few more taps to purchase with Google Pay, and this all happens without leaving the conversation. It's a more seamless experience for the customer, and the retailer is able to shape the relationship at every step as the merchant of record. Agents are changing how we shop. They're also changing how we run our businesses. You can build your own agents to work directly with your company and customer data, powering new and engaging shopping experiences on your own surfaces, from your e-commerce site to the physical store floor. Earlier I mentioned Gemini Enterprise. This helps teams create, share, and run AI agents all in one secure platform. We are taking this a step further with Gemini Enterprise for customer experience, specifically built for agentic retail. It transforms fragmented search, commerce, and service touchpoints into a seamless customer journey. Whether you need a shopping assistant, a support bot, agentic search, or help with merchandising. We are working with the Home Depot, McDonald's, and others to create a more personalized customer service. We're also working with Kroger's and other retailers on a shopping agent. This will answer detailed questions across the entire shopping journey, and it brings the same powerful agentic capabilities in AI mode to your own app or website. I think about it like a conversational and knowledgeable sales associate. You can ask it questions and it'll give proactive recommendations. Gemini Enterprise for customer experience is available today in preview, and it's built on open standards already integrated to the Universal Commerce Protocol. There's a lot more. Check out our booth on the main floor to go even deeper. We've talked about the experience from discovery to decision. What about delivery? It's really expensive and so important to the consumer, an area ripe for 10x thinking. Just the kind of hard problem we love to solve. And that's what one of our Alphabet companies, Wing, is focused on. It's a culmination of our full stack approach, and it's also just really delightful. John Furner is going to talk to me on stage about the partnership between Wing and Walmart and much more. But let's roll a video first to help set the scene.
Sundar, thanks for doing this.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thanks for taking time to have me out. But first, this Wing partnership, it's just a great example of the way that you have just a history at Alphabet of driving innovation to scale. And so just wondering if we could start there and talk about what you've learned from this business, like this one that starts small and then you can get it to scale.
Now again, it's a real pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me. Wing has been terrific. We've been deeply partnered with Walmart. I mean, the scale at which Walmart operates and the operational excellence at which you do, global scale, has really challenged us to do this better. It's been a phenomenal partnership. We've been operating in many sites together, and I was just looking at our data from Atlanta, and roughly 50% of the people who use the service come again to use it. Half of the deliveries happen in 20 minutes or less, and the fastest deliveries are around 6 minutes. And I'm excited today that our partnership is expanding to an additional 150 sites to a total of 270 sites, which means when the expansion is complete, 40 million people will have access to delivery with Wing. And so it's super exciting to see. And I think it shows how you can work together to drive innovation in this space. And to your question, John, look, I mean, building businesses over time, you have to be really committed to it. You have to be ambitious and stay the course. We've built businesses like YouTube and cloud in the last 10 years. Waymo is on its way. Even our tensor processing units, when we decided to be AI first as a company, we built our first version. We are in our 8th version now, and it's really ready for this AI moment. So you really have to invest like you do and stay the course with it for a long time.
You do, and you just have to keep working on some of these things. Like Wing, it's complicated. There are regulations. There's the weight of the aircraft and the load and speed, temperature. A lot of things to consider. And what's exciting about the announcement, the additional 150 sites, is that will take us coast to coast, from LA to Miami and across the country. And customers love the service, and Adam and the team have just done a great job working with us. So this is your first time at NRF, I believe.
That's right. Yeah.
So what surprised you most about this experience so far? What can we learn from Google, and what can Google learn from the NRF?
Well, look, I've long had, retail is such a dynamic, such a competitive business. You're really at the front of users. I look at my own experience, I look at my kids. How people shop changes so dramatically, and it's so unlike anything from 10 years ago. And so you have to adapt to users. You have to invest. I've been to your headquarters in Bentonville. I recently was at the Global Tech Center in Sunnyvale. The scale at which you invest, I remember Walmart Labs from 10 years ago. So I see a lot of similarities. There's a lot we can learn from each other. We are getting into, today when you look at these AI data centers, we are building a lot of physical infrastructure as well. So I think there's a lot of common learnings to do. And this AI platform shift, I think it's one of the biggest shifts, and we need to work together. And I think if we do it well, it's an extraordinary expansionary moment. I think shopping can become even more delightful, and I think we can grow together. And that's what, and I really want to make sure I'm listening to more people here and learning from that.
Sure, and these organizations, you have to continue to work on innovating. So what you just said about shifting to AI seems obvious in some ways, but there have been a lot of shifts over the years, the history at Alphabet and Google. And so how do you as a leader push innovation, sustain these types of changes so that they make their way through the organization, they last?
Look, I think innovation is, you have to create that long-term orientation. You have to create an optimistic culture. And you have to reward risk-taking and stay the course. And I think as an organization, we've been deeply committed to those principles. And we've always, everything annually we write our goals as a company, and we always celebrate new bold things we are doing. So for example, we are talking now about things which we've done many years ago, like Waymo or Wing or cloud and YouTube, but we are working on things like quantum computing, or a few weeks ago we announced we're going to take our first steps to put data centers in space. That will take 10 to 20 years out. But being able to take those bold, big bets is how you signal to the organization that innovation matters. Having said that, we have had to adapt as a company. The pace of innovation is getting faster. Recently, through this AI movement, we resurrected the notion of Google Labs. And we set up teams, 10-person teams, which can go build new things in a fast manner. That's where Notebook LM came out as a product out of. So, we are constantly adapting as a company as well.
As you think through the changes in the era we're in, the era of AI, the time for AI, how do you think about keeping AI in a place where it's considered and respected as ethical and responsible within Google?
Look, I've felt this is the most profound technology humanity is working on, but the stakes are high. I think, internally we encapsulated this tension by saying we are going to be bold and responsible in how we approach this. We want to be bold. You've seen when we built something like Nano Banana, people have created literally over 5 to 10 billion images just in a few weeks. So people are using these things in a creative way. But we felt it was important to have guardrails around what you can create. So we have to go through be very responsible through this moment. So we are investing in open sourcing, watermarking technologies so that you can detect that these images were synthetically generated. And we are investing more resources in safety and security of AI than any technology before it. And particularly for our enterprise partners, we want to give the guarantee that all the work we are doing here, they can use it with controls and safety and security in mind. So I think it's foundational to us. I think investing in that is what will allow us to make progress here responsibly.
Yeah, and let's shift just a bit.
Maybe I'll ask you a couple of things. Both of us have been fortunate. We've been at our companies for a long period of time. I'm sure you've seen Walmart go through several transformative shifts. How does this moment feel to you? Like, what strikes to you as similar? What feels different to you?
Well, first, I've been really lucky, fortunate to be at Walmart my entire career, 32 years. Yeah. And retail was different in 1993. There was a playbook on how it worked, and things seemed familiar at that time. But over the years, and just this last few years, we were in a different period. But what won't change, which I'm also excited about, is our purpose, our values, the way we think about people leading. I'm really proud of those things. But everything else, we are willing to change. What we sell, how we interact with customers and with our associates, those are all really important. And we're doing a couple things. We're building and we're partnering. And it's always exciting to partner with others, and there are things that you should do and build for yourselves what you're doing. And just a few of those things. The first, we have our customer agent that we call Sparky, which is a great way for customers
I love using it, yeah.
And gain information, create solutions. We have another agent inside for our associates that they use on their handheld device. A lot of those are Pixels, and they are able to get to the best next action they can take in their environment, what's close to them, what can be best to help customers and help their team, which is exciting. We have a partner agent for our sellers and suppliers that's helping them navigate the best way to list products, how to build campaigns so they can reach more customers. And finally, we have a developer agent that's helping our developers. And all this put together, it's helping us understand how to meet people where they are and anticipate how they live. And so for us, agentic AI, it's an exciting unlock. This is really significant, just as search was for e-commerce a few years ago. And so it changed the face of commerce, and I think the same thing is going to happen with agent-led commerce. And so we're, at this point, rewriting the retail playbook, which is exciting, and we're trying to close the gap between I want it and I have it. So today we are announcing an agent-led commerce experience built by Walmart within Google Gemini, which we're really excited about, which brings Walmart and Sam's Club experiences into Gemini, not just meeting people where they are, but in helping anticipate, like I said, where they live. And then Gemini will automatically include our assortment, our prices, help customers understand what's available, and then pairing the intelligence of Gemini with our catalog, our assortment, the experience possibilities, the pricing. It's just going to be great for fulfillment for customers. And then customers can link their accounts. So Gemini and Walmart can link together, which helps that both of these applications, these tools, understand their history, and it can help them get to the best next action they could take. So for Walmart, we think the future is very personalized, it'll be very convenient, and it'll be high speed. So I'll just give you one example. So imagine you're coming to Northwest Arkansas, which of course I would love for you all to do, and you decide you're going to plan a fishing trip next weekend. You know, these tools will be able to look at perhaps some things that may already be in your cart in the Walmart app that may be for food or other things. It'll help you understand the weather. It'll help you understand the conditions you'll be in, what to do, build you a solution, and then you could have it delivered to your hotel Friday when you arrive. So these kinds of experiences we think will be great for our customers. We know they're time starved, but our purpose to save people money and live better has a big element of helping people save time. So we're really excited about this integration.
I'm super excited to see it all come to life, and I think Walmart is leading the way in agentic commerce, and I think you're doing the right thing. These are transformative moments, and you're leaning into the moment, and just like we have to do. And I'm looking forward to jointly improving the experience and creating value together. Obviously Walmart is, one of your core values is your people-led, tech-powered, but people at the center. So how does this AI moment, how do you feel this transition will work there?
We spend a lot of time thinking about how you describe who we are, and being people-led, we've always said our people make the difference. That was true when I joined the company, it's true today. And we obviously want to embrace technology that is in service of our associates, to help our associates be the best they can be to serve customers. So I think it's a really natural fit for us to think about all the ways that we can bring the right information, the right data to our people so they can make decisions. And we see examples of that, as I mentioned earlier, with the agent our associates have. There are the projects in the supply chain, which takes some of the heaviest lifting, the most physical work, and automates it and enables our associates to really move up in their skill set. So I've met a lot of associates in our supply chain that were doing really physical jobs, and now they're bot techs, they're battery techs, they're helping understand how our system is building a digital twin of our operating environment, how we're going to build inventory to be shipped to a location, and it takes the workload off. So it's really helping people work with their head more than their back, and I'm really excited about being able to bring these tools to our associates to give them an even better chance of being successful.
Terrific. So what's ahead for both of us as a company? How do you view this moment? Or what should be the call to action here for everyone?
I think today it's an exciting time. This is the era of AI, as we've talked about. I'm really proud of the floor here at the big show. There are a lot of great ideas and solutions that we can gain throughout this. And again, I just want to thank you for taking the time to come and spend some time with us here on a Sunday morning and talk about the things we've done together. But I think I probably flip the question back to you, because you see so many industries, you're not in the middle of retail. Now that you've been with us a bit this morning, what advice would you give everybody here about how we should be thinking about our industry going forward?
Look, I wouldn't underestimate how transformative this moment is, and I think consumers will vote with their feet because they're going to see experiences evolve. And I think the line we use internally at Google is focus on the user, and all else will follow from it, right? And so it's I think the North Star, regardless of the details of all our businesses, to me the common point is we have to keep our eye, that's the true north. We have to think about the consumers and do the work to meet them where they are headed. And I think it's one of these moments, and I look forward to, by the way, it's really important for us as a company that we do this. I think too often from Silicon Valley, companies come and through these moments try to do it on their own, or they have a vision how it works. We have now been at this journey for a long time, and we realize as retailers how important it is for you in this moment to be the merchant of record, bring your value proposition to your consumers. And so we want to facilitate those journeys, but we want to do it in a way that preserves that value and that relationship. And that's what we are deeply interested in getting right.
It's really the theme of the morning, putting the customer, the fan, the user. At Walmart we say who's number one is the customer.
That's right.
So those things will never change. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the time this morning. And everyone, I hope you have a really great show.
Thanks. Thank you all. It's a real pleasure. Thank you.